So we're in open D. So those strings are D, A, D, F sharp, A, D. So bring your E string down a whole step to D, leave A and D alone, move your G string down a half step to F sharp, your B string a whole step down to A, and your high E string a whole step down to D. Okay, so there's just two parts. You know, the verse part or whatever. First shape is like this. First finger on the 3rd fret of the 3rd string, second finger on the 4th fret of the 5th string, and 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the 4th string. And you're really just picking these 3 strings, but it's okay if you kind of touch especially the higher strings. There's a little picking pattern there. It's just like, it's kind of 5, 3, 5, 3, 4, but the first 5 maybe give it more of a strum. You know, so it's not like, but it's more like, okay. It's a little confusing. That comes in on an upbeat, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You know, the song sort of starts on the pattern starts on the and of 1, so right after beat 1. So if you count yourself in, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2. So then you're in that shape. Now just have your pinky come down on the 5th fret of the 5th string. So after you go, now this pinky comes down, and then this can be kind of the picking pattern changes a little bit from time to time, but it's something like this. So that's like 5, 3, 4, 3. Sometimes that's a real strum. Sometimes it's like, so that you can hear those open strings. So this first chord shape, 3, 4, 4, and with strings you go 5, 3, 4, and then put the pinky down on the 5th fret of the 5th string, and do 5, 3, 4, 3. And again, it can be kind of loose and more strummy, you know. Okay, maybe I'll try to make a little chord diagram and put it in the description so you get these shapes. Now you slide up. This song is hard for me because it has a lot of these partial bars. I don't know if you've done that kind of thing. So it's like where you take your first finger and you don't bar all the strings. So the next chord is an example of that. Your first finger bars just the 5th, 4th, and 3rd strings at the 7th fret. So ideally you have this barred, but the 2nd and 1st strings open. So you see how I have to kind of bar using just like the first little segment of my finger, so that, because if I go like this, I get that, and you want these open strings. You know, if you can't get that, it's not the end of the world. Another idea is you could play it like this. So you could put first finger on the 7th fret of the 5th string, second finger on the 7th fret of the 4th string, and third finger on the 7th fret of the 3rd string. That's totally possible. And if that's much easier for you, I would just do that. And it plays that a couple times. This is again something that happens on an upbeat, because it's like, well, and then the 2nd finger comes in, sort of hammers on to the 8th fret of the 3rd string. So it's like, so you go from 7th fret on the 5th, 4th, and 3rd string to 7th fret on the 5th and 4th with 8th fret on the 3rd string. And the whole time you want these strings open, you don't want the 6th string, you don't want the low string. You do those all as ups like how it just was? Let me think. That feels right. 1, 2, and 3, and 4 is kind of how I'm strumming it there. 1, 2, and 3, and that's where the hammer onto the 8th fret on the 3rd string is. And then I do one more strum of that chord. Okay, and then this is another partial bar. The first finger bars the 5th fret of the 6th, 5th, and 4th strings and leaves the 3rd, 2nd, and first. This one's really hard for me. So that's what it should sound like and look like. So my first finger is barring the 5th fret on the 6th, 5th, and 4th strings, but leaving the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st strings open. And she kind of does this like a little like one of those kind of strums, and then this thing. So this is the 3rd finger hammers on to the 7th fret on the 5th string. So you're gonna go like this. Now, if you do it on the record, especially, it sounds very like. So it goes up from 5 to 7 on the 5th string. That's a hammer on. And the 7 comes back down to 5 on the 5th string. You know, there's kind of this. On the acoustic version I've seen, she really emphasizes this. See, I can't do the bar. So really alternating between the 5th string and the 3rd string with your picking. You know? But it kind of works if you make that a little more loose, like. And I think it sounds more like that on the record. So yeah, if you can get this string to be open, it's nice to have that little line in there, but if you're struggling with it, I wouldn't. If like me, you're struggling with it, you know, and this is, again, there's sort of an upbeat thing. It's like, right? So it's 2 bars on that. 1, 2, 4. 1 and 2, 4 and 1. And that's where you can really get that upbeat thing to it. It's because it's like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2. Okay, so I'll tab that out or whatever and put it down there. So, but hopefully all that makes sense. And hopefully your finger isn't hurting too much already, like mine is. Okay, so then the chorus, start by the 5th fret. Again, this partial bar, although now it doesn't matter as much because you don't strum the high strings, you can just sort of strum the low strings, the 6, 5, and 4. 1st finger barring those on the 5th fret. And then, I mean, you can do this all with your 1st finger if you want. It's 5, 4, 5, 7, 9, 7, 5. I was fingering it. 1st finger slides down to there, 1st finger slides back up to 5, 3rd finger gets the 7th fret, 3rd finger slides up to 9, slides back down to 7, 1st finger plays the 5. Then there's, I think, an open 5th string while she moves to this chord, which is barring the 6th fret, or barring the 7th fret on the 6th, 5th, and 4th string. This is another one of those like partial bars because you do hear those open strings. So, and then you just move that up to 9, 7, 9, and back. Makes sense. So you do 5th fret bar on the 6th, 5th, and 4th strings. 4, 5, 7, 9, 7, 5, open. 7th fret bar on the 6th, 5th, and 4th string. And that rhythm. And that happens 4 times. I didn't do a performance of the whole song, but it goes verse. You know, there's like 2 verses and then a chorus and then a verse and chorus again. And the only other little thing is at the very end. I think I got that right. It's like, and that's just 5, 4. That's like, so at the very end it goes, you know, it's in the. 5, 4. Could be also. Might be that. Let's do it like this. 5, 4 on the 4th. 7 on the 5th. Back up to 4 on the 4th, back down to 7 on the 5th, 4th on the 5th, 5th on the 5th, and then there is a guitar that kind of strums a chord there. That's just a little ending, so it's not a crucial part of the song. Okay, hopefully that all makes sense, doesn't hurt your hand too much. All of the partial bars, I should have said that. for all of the partial bars, you could do them with your first and third finger. This one would be hard, but you could. Like, you could do it with your first and third, first, second, and third, and then hammer on with the, you know, in the chorus you could go, a lot of it depends on your guitar and your fingers. But anyway, good luck. Let me know if you have any questions, and thank you for watching.